not bad. Definitely, that is not bad. That is very good for all of us, for academic field rather. But there is some issues we should raise that can be modified, or that should be modified for further processing of this bonus scheme. Thing that is still now not clear whether this platform of One Nation One subscription is available for private HEI or not. This is very important because we know in our country there is lots of private HEI who are doing very good job in research field, in academic field, and it is very much important for them also that to government provide them these kinds of platform. Second, that is, if we go through the the ONO's platform or the website, we can easily see that there is a highly impact scholarly research articles we can find there. I mean, the maximum Western, journal publications like Wiley, like Elsevier, like IEEE, etc., are there. They are very much impactful. Definitely, we need them in for our publications and for our research purpose. But what about the Indian origin journal? Is it okay for all of us when we are talking about the Viksit Bharat, or we are talking about the uh, something for all? But this is not for all. What about the journals that are like in UGC care list previously? Because we know government I mean the education department decided already to abolish this UGC care list, whether one or two or three. So what about them? What about those journals? Because I can assure you people that those journals, maybe they are not in Scopus, or some have very low Scopus index because of various issues, but they have very impactful, very good type of publications. I have some publication in this kinds of UGC care. So what about them? Because in our country, citation is very much important rather than anything. So if we are dealing with only those, because it is written in the ONO, that is international high impact scholarly research articles and journal publication.
Time is up for opening statement. Time is up for opening statement. Anyone from a
so
position?
this should be raised. This should be raised apart from the ONO scheme. This problem should be addressed.
I recognize IDCGPT. IDCGPT.
Yeah. So hello, sir. Very good afternoon to all of you. So on this
start with point directly.
On the points of Vibrio Collery, who told that onus is kind of good, but mostly it is having certain disadvantages. But I would like to contradict on these points, as he told in the very beginning that the private HEIs are being devoid of this onus facility, but or mostly through the onus subscription, we don't pay attention to mostly the HEIs. But in case of onus, I feel it enhances...
Time up. I recognize HRV.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The ONO scheme put forward by the government is absolutely required, because research, as it is a part of the education, it should be available at free of cost to everyone. And secondly, let me fetch attention of the House toward the fact that we have already won one battle, like Haldi battle previously. So this ONO scheme will definitely help in future to prevent such kind of lot of economical effort that we need to take in internationally in order
okay,
IPR.
time up. Anybody from okay, I recognize.
So onus basically it broadens the research capabilities. The H index or the translatability of research is taken into consideration, and not only citations. Through our H index also we are known for the translatability of research. It has a wider scope of excellence for research, and it also reduces financial burden because it has a generalized scheme like One Nation, One subscription, the central funding.
Manine Sabasad, Pseudomonas fluorescens. I recognize Pseudomonas fluorescens.
So, in case of One Nation, One Subscription, I believe that it is not only one thing that we are looking at. There are multiple dimensions that we have to expand along with the One Nation, One Subscription, that we need to teach the scholars as well to how to use it. So, it will ultimately increase the burden of the nation, and only 30 publishers have been associated with the ONOS. But what about the other publishers? And what about the other students who have not get the the subscription for ONOS? Only the reputed institutions are getting
Okay.
it, and not the lower one.
Okay. Time is up. I recognize Mycobacterium tuberculosis.
So, ONOS is essentially leading to centralization of academic journals. So, who decides if the journals are making the cut or not? If the government is curating the list, there is a risk of political biases. Moreover, ONOS can overlook regional language journals and locally relevant publications. So, any work that is carried out for the local communities and from local communities can get lost in the name of national uniformity. Many institutions are there which are already paying for journal subscriptions. ONOS can cause confusion and financial wastage. This initiative was launched without proper consultation with real stakeholders such as researchers, librarians, and students. A one-size-fits-all policy catering to academic voices, that's not reform, that's imposition.
Okay, I recognize HRV.
Yes, secondly, the house should note that it will also help in preventing using some kind of a illegal site like SciHub, and this will be of great use to our researchers and academicians. And we can have these local along with the international publications along with this. The first phase can be carried out of ONOS, which can be further amplified later on in order to include the local research as well in this.
Okay, I recognize here I'm unable to see your portfolios. Your actual names are visible. Till I can see the portfolio of Ecornia crepsis. Okay, I recognize Ecornia crepsis. Other, please change your portfolio name so that I can visible.
Yes,
I
sir, thank you,
recognize
sir.
Ecornia crepsis. Huh.
Yes.
Okay,
In
go
my
ahead.
opinion, ONOS lacks true integration, is misleading in promises. The very concept of one nation, one subscription suggests a seamless, unified experience. But in reality, users are simply being directed to external publishers' websites after passing through a central access point. If we are ultimately accessing elsewhere, fringes, or GST or directly, then what is the real value in routing through the central ONS platform? Why not just visit those websites directly if credentials or IP address already work there? If the goal is truly to make resource universally accessible through a single platform, then the model should be one nation, one subscription, and one website.
Okay, I recognize ADC Gypti.
Yeah, so onus, it does not say that like we have one nation, one subscription. It does not mean that only in one website we'll be having all the things. It is basically that any high impact journal like whatever Willy or any other journal which article is not there, like we cannot access it. It is true that institutions IP system we can access any article, and it increases student mobility also, reduces the financial burden. Infrastructure is also built depending on that, because the thinking of the students is also enhanced by reading different journals. And from tier 2, tier 3 cities, the students who cannot access, were not able to access this, they are also being empowered through
Okay,
this bonus.
time up. I recognize Vaishali Rai. Ma'am, what is your portfolio? Please. Hello.
Hello, sir. I have changed my portfolio, but it is not visible, I think. My portfolio is Rhizobium leguminosarum.
Okay.
My portfolio name is leguminosarum.
Start. Go ahead.
I am going directly to the importance, as it is creating bridges between different state universities, colleges, startups, independent researchers, where they were excluded due to the high subscription fees. It also enhance or boost Indian research and innovation, where students will be better equipped to conduct cutting edge research, patents, we can go for national development goals. Also, it is very important. It is important for saving money, for public money. Instead of multiple institutions paying individuals, some central negotiation can be bring to cost down the it significantly. It is also promoting
Okay, time
the
up.
education equity.
Hello, time up. I recognize SARS-CoV-2.
Sir, as they are saying that it will be money wasting, it cannot be money wasting because many institutes are paying different fees to other journals. If one nation, one subscription will be there, then it will be beneficial because only another thing they are telling that it is not reachable to grassroots level because it will take some time. It is just initiative and government is started conveying to other institutes and they are promoting through various channels like our Microbial Youth Parliament, like these things they are promoting, sir.
Okay, I recognize HIV. HIV, go ahead.
So other members have mentioned very great points about why they support UNOS. I just want to add one thing, that courses can be introduced to help the researchers to better navigate the platform, to avoid any confusion or wastage of the platform.
Okay. 1 second. I recognize T4 Fetch. T4
I
Fetch.
understand. Yes, sir. I'm moving forward with this. I understand that many people said that the owners is not actually recognizing the diversity in the languages, and also there are many research papers that are being lost because they are ecologically relevant but are not relevant globally. I actually very respectfully disagree with this because of the cost reduction in education and it being available to the grassroots people with one website, one much easier for the ecologically sustainable research papers to be logged in by this. Plus, there is a guaranteed marketplace for regional creators by bundling smaller local channels.
Okay. Let a chance to Aspergillus niger. Aspergillus niger. Aspergillus niger. Hello.
Yes, I am here. Am I audible?
Okay. Start.
I want to talk about the expenditure. The expenditure is very much and very much in amount. It is about 6,000 crore budget, but only one single subscription is available. And they had said that it is in 3 phases. But up to that, the third phase, what should others will do? And if there is 53% of the open access is available in the worldwide by the publishers, then why should this expenditure is much in amount and why should we pay to the publishers?
Okay. I recognize Clostridium tetani.
Mr. Speaker, sir, one of the position said about expenses. The Department of Higher Education has proposed spending 1,500 to 2,000 crores annually on this subscription. And less than 10% students in affiliated college have access to academic database. We are investing crores while ignoring digital literacy, mentorship, and infrastructures, the actual barriers of research access, Mr. Speaker, sir. And one more critical flaw of this is one size does not fit all models, sir. An agriculture university in Assam has vastly different research needs than in a design institute in Delhi. Yet, ONOS bundles all this subscription under one umbrella, leading to wasted spendings. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I recognize Mycobacterium tuberculosis.
So, leading on that point, this is essentially what is the surety that government will include other niche areas in the future? If government is deciding are going surety that they will go ahead and include these niche areas, since in this in our textbooks, and this is just a thread that is hanging on in our heads.
Okay. Anybody from position? I need any position from government. I need. Okay. I recognize Aedes aegypti.
Yeah, so all these points they are telling about the negative aspects of owners, but generally, what does it do? It democratizes the access because tier two, tier three cities, how they also may not have access to the same resources, but through owners they are getting the access. It also leverages the bargaining power, like the collective bargaining power is leveraged. Like over 6,300 institutions are there which can secure better access to resources and some stagnation in research funding. So mostly
Okay,
onus is
time up.
something is better than nothing. So onus definitely
Okay,
is a good way.
I recognize T for Fetch. T for Fetch.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead.
As I was saying, there is always a cultural divide as well as a language divide when we're talking about research papers, especially in India, because there are so many dialects and so many cultural differences. This can be built by ONOs because everything can be come under the same thing. A single affordable subscription ensures that even every small user of the town and villages can pay the same low prices for those in the metros and closing the digital divide. And also, an ONOS is a service that can be mandated to aggregate content in all major Indian languages. So every citizen finds news, movies, and even learning materials in their same mother tongue. And also, bulk licensing deals with content producers, which drives down the cost. Instead of dozens paying a separate subscription, you can pay a single subscription. So based on all of this, whatever the negative points that were made by the opposition actually negates the digital divide, the language divide, as well as the cultural divide given by ONOS.
Okay. I recognize Pseudomonads.
So,
Pseudomonads.
yes, so whatever
Go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
position is trying to defend is not actually the scenario here, because it's been already 2 years ONOS has been released, but very few institutions has got it, right? And even the premier, not those who actually required it. The premier institutions have already their funds and their facilities to do research and read the papers, but not those institutions who actually need it. So rather than just releasing ONOS, rather we should spend more money on strengthening
Okay, time up.
those
Time up.
institutions.
Time up. I recognize Yersinia pestis.
Okay, sir, am I audible?
Yes. Go ahead. Clearly audible.
So, sir, owners is not just about subscription plan. Actually, it's a step towards an inclusive or knowledge-driven future. So, if it is executed well, it can also transform India into a global hub of research, education, and innovation. And also, it will strengthen India's research ecosystem. And if it's equally accessed, it means equal opportunity. So, this can also empower students and researchers in rural, semi-urban, and also underfunded institutions to compete globally. Also, it aims to remove
Okay,
financial
time up.
barriers and ensures.
Okay, time up. I recognize Salmonella enterica.
Sir, we are already have some sites like Shodh Gangotri or Shodh Ganga. So why we are spending so much money to develop new site instead of to develop that already existing sites that are same as ONOS and more resilient. So we should focus on that. Thank you.
Okay. I recognize Leishmania donavini.
Yes, sir.
Leishmania.
Yes, sir. Is it audible, sir?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. So it helps from experts from different field can get access to all the research, sir. It can help in the upcoming fields like biotechnology, data science, and environment science can get more beneficial from this ONOS scheme, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I recognize Vaishali ma'am. Please again name your portfolio and start. Vaishali
My
ma'am, start.
portfolio is Rhizobium leguminosarum, and ONOS
Okay.
ensure ONOS ensure every Indian mind for the equality, even for the rural college to an IIT and lab, and it will be contribute to science without any limitations and without any authenticated college or universities. It also boosts India global ranking. It will be if it will be open access international journal in India can increase the quality of publication, global academic collaboration, it will improve the international standing also. It will support the NEP, National Education Policy. It supports the National Education Policy of 2020, which emphasizes equitable access to knowledge and research for all. So UNOS
Okay.
aligns with
Time
the
up,
digital
ma'am.
Indian.
Time up, ma'am. I recognize LOP, Vibrio cholerae.
Yeah, thank you, sir. The thing is that students, if it accessed by student, they cannot access it in their home because there is a IP address is in the particular institute. So what happened in their summer vacation or like that? It should be accessible for all the time if it is for all that by the position told about this. And basically government mimic the Germany or these kinds of country, all these things. So we should think about our diversity. That is unity and diversity is our key note we can say. So if we think about this thing before before money is there for lots of money we have to use for these kinds of platforms. So we think about this first, then there should
Okay, okay.
be some
I recognize
regulation followed by
Plasmodium
open
falciparum. Okay, I recognize Plasmodium falciparum.
Am I audible?
Yes, just 1 second. Please take a note of that. Our session will end in 8 minutes from now. So I'm just try to give chance to those who are not talk yet. Okay, and then we will finish our particular onus discussion. So please raise hands those who are not talked yet. Okay. I can't see the new faces. Only the few faces are repeating. So please stop. It will give you marks. We are uploading marks. Your turn will be counted. Your all marks are counted. Okay, everything is automated here. So okay, Plasmodium, start.
Well, my point is, access to this journal does not solve the deeper issues of lack of infrastructure, internet, or digital literacy in rural and underfunded institute. And also with massive investment in the subscription, there is less incentive to shift toward more sustainable and open access models.
Okay. I recognize Salmonella enterica.
Sir, so
Salmonella enterica.
previously someone said there is a not lots of infrastructure or digital laboratories in rural area, so we should focus on funding for that more instead of funding for onos. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I recognize Clostridium tetani.
Sir, the position is talking about it reaching tier 2 and tier 3 colleges. Let me tell you the data. In 2023, AICTE analysis found that more than 65% of tier 2 and tier 3 colleges lacked the functional access to e-journal subscription, even after the pilot rollouts. So while the government claims inclusivity, students in rural and underfunded institutions are still left out of conversation and the content. And further on the money part, they are saying that it is saving money, but sir, when it is expanding about 1,500 and 2,000 crores annually on subscription, and it is only reaching the top institute, what about the lower institutes? What about the small colleges and institutions on grassroots levels in villages and other cities? So will the position answer to that questions? Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I recognize T4 Fetch.
Yes, sir. 1 second. Yeah, am I audible?
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead.
Yes, when we are talking about the digital divide over this, we have to recognize that we are living in a completely populated country where research and every other aspect of science is actually underfunded, and have a little bit of patience when it comes from the grassroots level till the media visibility level. Because economic scale of the nation, by aggregating demand, owners can negotiate zero-rated or subsidized data plans only with ISPs and carriers. So streaming on educational lectures on any kind of subject, let it be quantum physics or anything, tier 3 town can actually cost the users literally zero data charges. Hence, because of this, grassroots level is actually being benefited. Strategic data, digital sovereignty is what owners is relying on, because on a small handful of global streaming giants, leaving us very vulnerable to price hikes, geopolitical tensions, and even opaque algorithms. A homegrown
Okay.
owners platform
Okay.
governed
Time
by
up.
open
Time up.
standards is what is
Time up. Time up. From position, is anyone ready to put the closing statement within 2 minutes? from position. Please everyone lower your hand. Please everyone lower your hand. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, from position in the favor of government, anybody is interested to put the closing statement of the discussion. Okay, I recognize Addis Egypti. Start.
So basically listening to all the statements from the opposition and our position party, I would like to say that most of them were saying like it does not reach the grassroots level and all, but it increases the chances of collaboration. So through collaboration also, because I am also saying in Hindi, like agar if you don't have the access to owners, you also have your guide's email ID. You also can take your, like if we want any movies or anything, we go to Telegram and all, and we go to get some and get this access. But we can use the government email IDs of our guides, of our teachers, and also then go for, because if there is a will, like there is a will to succeed, and if we want to really go ahead in life, owners is a really good thing. It will reduce financial burden, it will enhance research quality, it will democratize the access to different journals, and by if we
time
aim
up,
higher, then
time
only
up.
will
Okay,
be
time up,
getting.
time up.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so on the discussion from the both the parties, we can say that onus is good, but there are some advancements are needed, and proper planning and proper implementation is needed. This is the suggestion overall abstract from the discussion of R0R. Who are in the favor of this abstract, please raise your hand to say ayes. Please quickly, we have only 1 minute 30 seconds. Please quickly, so that I can count. We have a 35 members, out of 13 has raised the hand. Okay, so and okay, lower your hand. Lower your hand. And those are in the favor of no, please raise your hand. Okay, 15:1. 15 votes are in the favor of ayes and 1 vote is in the favor of noes. Ayes having more, and the session of motion on the discussion is discussion of 0R is completed. Okay, so this meet will ended, and please rejoin again with the same meet. It will be ended soon. Please rejoin with the same meeting.